Hello, so glad you stopped by for a chat. I would like to share some thoughts and ideas with you, not only as an author, but also as a friend. I'm a retired teacher turned writer, and if you visit my website, you'll find out more about my teaching career and why I chose to take an early retirement. You'll find that information in the introduction to my novel, This Business of Children. If you read my bio, you'll discover what I've been able to accomplish since the age of 55. It confirms what I've always believed, that the best is yet to come. Writing has always been a passion for me. I wrote as a young child and as a teenager, and then later in life, I managed to write a few articles for newspapers and magazines. But the thought of writing a book eluded me for years. But then in the early 90s, I began to write seriously into fiction. As fate would have it, I now have 4 books on the market, and what influenced me the most is my philosophy of life. Find a need and fill it. My first published book, What Happens Next? A Family Guide to Nursing Home Visits and More, came about as a result of my having been a caregiver, having to make that awful decision of placing a loved one in a long-term care facility, and then finding out what was happening with other families who were visiting their loved ones in that facility. This book took me across the United States, giving workshops to family and professional caregivers. It also provided me with a lot of exposure in TV, radio, and teleseminars. My second book, Entering the Age of Elegance, a rite of passage and practical guide for the modern maturing woman, came about as I discovered so many women were terrified of aging. And in speaking with them, I discovered their major fears and decided that I could possibly help them make that transition into second adulthood with style and grace. This book also provided me with quite a bit of media exposure. Now, about my third book, believe it or not, I actually trashed the manuscript after I wrote it. And a dear friend of mine retrieved it saying, "You are not throwing this book away." And then about 3 years ago, everything that I was reading or hearing about in the news about teachers hit me like a bombshell. Oh my God, I thought, all of that stuff is in my book. And that included the suicide of a teacher. So the rest is history. This book won the Bronze Award in the Reader's Favorite competition for 2012 and has been written into a screenplay by Don McNabb. In writing this novel, I hope to celebrate good teachers everywhere. My latest book is a children's book entitled The Girl Who Didn't Like Her Name. Now, there are a lot of kids out there who don't like their names. Alessandra Teresa Petrucci doesn't like her name because it sounds foreign, it's very lengthy and hard to write. It's almost as long as the alphabet, she wails. But young readers will discover how she solves her problem. A wise Indian guru once said that man is a house with 4 rooms: the physical, the spiritual, the mental, and the emotional. Problem is, he tends to visit only one of those rooms each day, whereas it would be in his best interest to visit all 4. Well, I do visit those 4 rooms daily, and it has made a big difference in my life. I also have what I call my COPD plan of action: consistency, optimism, perseverance, and determination. And having this plan of action and employing it on a daily basis has enriched my life personally and professionally. Now that you've come to know me a little better, I hope you'll visit my website and take advantage of some special offers and freebies. A final reminder, I am not in this for fame and fortune. If any of my books can help someone, that's enough of a reward for me. I would love to hear from you, so please send me your comments. Thank you.